Alright, hey, hi, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is ZetaRayZod, and welcome back to more of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Now, before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. So, last we left off, we had finally solved episode number 4. Kind of more of like a series of unfortunate events, really, because of the fight that Mr. and Mrs. Garrett were going through. They tossed the knife out. I mean, she tossed the knife out at Mr. Garrett. It kind of missed. Went out the window, stabbed the lady in the back as she was bending down to pick up the burnt book, and that's how it all happened. I guess it was just a series of unfortunate events, like I said. But now we are in the attic room. Specifically, we are in 221B Baker Street because Herlock Sholmes has kind of allowed us to be his roommates. Roommates? No, housemates. Housemates. We don't share the same room. So yeah, so we're using the attic room. And that's kind of where we left off. I kind of left it there because it was almost an hour already for that episode. So let's keep going. It's a pretty nice room, actually. So this is to be our new office, yes. Oh, our office? I rather like the sound of that. Me too. It's simply wonderful, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Detective agency downstairs, lawyer firm upstairs. Pretty cool. I hope you can see this, Kazuma. It's only a small step. But I'd like to think we're getting a little closer to your dream now. So, my dear fellows, do you like the place? Oh wow, he looks different. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Of course, you'll take off his coat, right? It's a delightful room, Mr. Sholmes. I simply adore it. Good. I'm pleased to hear it. Iris and I are delighted to welcome you. I hope everyone's hungry. It's nearly time for dinner. We'll eat as soon as Mr. Natsume arrives. We have a lot to celebrate. Iris, you must let me help you. Alright then, Susie. You can be in charge of the salad. It takes out a gun. Splendid. So, Mr. Naruhodo, how does it feel to have your own office in the capital? It's very exciting, actually. Can't help wondering what adventures await us. Those were precisely my sentiments when I first established my office at these premises. Until I discovered the dark truth about the city of London, that is. What? Sorry? What? London is a glorious place, full of wonder, opportunity, prosperity, and mirth. But the brightest of lights cast the longer shadows. Cast the darkest of shadows. Close. Shadows? What do you mean? Well, I believe you're well aware of the murkiness that lies behind London's facade already. So, once again, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London. Damn. Of course, at the time, I had no idea the significance of those words Mr. Sholmes so casually spoke. But it wasn't long before my turn came to lift the facade and see the true depth of the hurt that lay behind it. Ah, shit! Oh no! I ended it like at the attic room because I thought it'd be like extra 10 minutes or something, but no, it's just like 2 minutes. Oh shit. It's okay, we'll continue on, you know? Pretend like nothing happened. Save in progress, definitely. Okay, episode 5, Adventure of the Unspeakable Story. The Hounds of Baskerville, yeah. I remember that. Okay, let's continue on. And then I'm not sure if I want to take a break after episode 5 and then we continue on the sequel later, or I should just get right into it. I feel like I want to get into it, but at the same time I have like so many other games I want to play.
ホームズの鋭い声が濃い霧の壁の向こうから聞こえてきた。私は霧のまとわりつく拳銃の撃鉄を起こして息を潜めて待った。永遠とも思える静寂、そしてその瞬間は突然訪れた。霧の中から見たこともない巨大な獣が私の目の前に躍り出たのだ。それは確かに犬だった。しかし明らかに尋常ではなかった。目はこうこうと燃え上がり、猛牛ほどもある体躯に獰猛な青白い炎をまとっている。血を這うような息遣いとうなり声、私はあまりの恐怖に震え上がった。見たまえワトソン、 ホームズは魔獣を見据えて言い放った。こいつこそバスカビル家に代々語り継がれる伝説の魔剣なのだ。
Densetsu. That means legendary. Diabolical. Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flash. In that disconcerting courtroom experience we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country, and in Saseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court, which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is, until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. 15th April, 9:13 a.m. Naruhodo, Legal Consultancy. Knock, knock, knock. In the books, was it a telegram? I think it was. Oh, this is nice. That morning, it looks cozy. I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Susato-san? Yes? Yes, is it time to leave for court already? Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me. I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning. So shall we go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite? Yes. Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. She does, doesn't she? Once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fitting fight form. Fighting fit form. Jesus. Let me see. What case is it today? Here we go again. Let's examine our room. Why not? I can see. I can't remember the name of the doll. Daruma doll. Brought me from home. Still have only one eye colored in. I said I'd color the other eye once I won my first court case here in Britain, but you have one, haven't you? Twice, in fact. But I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. Tell you what, why don't you color the other eye in once you think I'm a proper, fully fledged lawyer? If you insist. Daruma. I keep forgetting it's Daruma doll. I've always wondered whether the Daruma doll is like the Matryoshka doll, the Russian dolls, where like if you open it, it's like smaller ones inside. It's not. Daruma dolls are not like that. We've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already. You could tidy up once in a while. Susato-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent tidying up is time you can't devote to the same cause. Time spent on ridiculous arguments. It's time that could be better spent on some simple housework. She wins. But I'm supposed to be the lawyer here. D. It's spring at last, and the winter weather is warmer now. But I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle. Oh, would you like some tea, Naruhodo-san? Oh, thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato-san makes me from time to time, and Iris is unique. That's not how you put that apostrophe, by the way. You shouldn't put an S at the end of that. But, you know, whatever, right? Unique herbal infusions. This place is paradise for a true tea lover. Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes, don't you think? Personally prefer rice cakes. Oh, look at this! Japanese tea ceremony. So this is the tea set that Susato-san brought her from Japan. Let's hope she doesn't notice me slipping sugar and milk in my cup when she makes it. It's just so bitter. Tea is a drink to be enjoyed, Naruhodo-san. You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like to see you screw up your face, though. Japanese tea ceremonies are very, rigid is not the word I want to use, but it's very step by step, you know. It's like there's like specific methods you have to do. It's less of making the tea and more of like the cultural sentiment to making said tea, you know. Hold on, let's move. Ooh, what is this? Ah, this must be the telegram. Let's see. Ah. No, you mustn't look at that. No, not under any circumstances. Wait, what? Isn't that mine? Yeah, alright, I won't. I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san, but you can be very mischievous at times. Then put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. But the aquarium? We were rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns you put in there are doing rather well. I mean, anemones. Damn. I forgot how to pronounce it. Anemones. Anemones. I'm just gonna say anemones. It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? See, behind glass, inside your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness. Having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great though, is it? What else? Door. Oh, that door, what is that? Do you know I've never seen inside your room there, Sato-san? I've never even peeped inside. I should think so too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know. Whatever you say, young maiden. Where's my room? I guess I don't have a room. Okay, I think we've seen everything. There's a bunch of onions hanging there. Let's talk to her. Yeah, see? So, what was it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning. Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing. Nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. It's just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now that she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. Alright, I understand. Okay, I thought the telegram was like for all of us. It's just for her. I suppose Saseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yeah, I should think so. He left immediately after a terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already. I'll be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram for him. Do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. But by and large, it seems the voyage has been going well. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? I was just wondering, what might have become of Saseki-san had he stayed in London, that's all. You mean, as regards Lord Van Zeeks, the Reaper? Yeah. Can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. I don't know, maybe it's just coincidence that shit happens. What is it they say? That no one who stands in the dock can be safe from the Reaper, right? That's true, someone's dead. We still haven't found out who. Oh wait, it's McGilded. McGilded was in that. Yikes. Burning to death? Oof. Would you rather freeze to death or burn to death? I don't know. Like the way that Nightmare's trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Yeah, but at least Saseki-san's safely out of the country now. Presumably that means. The curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps? Even if that's the case, it's a little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. No, I don't think so. Yeah, you know what? All in all, I don't think Lord Van Zeeks is a bad person. I mean, he's a crappy prosecutor in a sense where, like, I'm doing his job for him, you know? Could have figured this out before. But I don't think he's, like, a bad person in the sense where he would, like, maliciously finish people off, you know? Like what they're saying. Apparently, Lord Van Zeeks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. Oh. Oh? Yeah, since Saseki-san's trial, he's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems. Really? He's gonna come back for me. Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So it's just been me who's had to face him in this recent spate of trials then. Ugh, just my luck. I mean, you won, you know. You should be happy. That's like credit, yo. That you actually went against the Reaper and won twice. I wonder if luck doesn't come into it. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, Kinda implies that he's just here for me. Wait, can I show her stuff? Show her my armband, yeah. Oh no, these are the scales of justice. Symbol of defense, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Scales are a symbol of fairness to show that all are treated equally in the eyes of the law. And they're a warning to those who enter the courtroom with an impartial mind.
But if they're the mark of defense, it would be more auspicious if they're weighing more heavily on the not guilty side, I think.
Very impartial, I'm sure. Present. It means a great deal to me, you know, that you cherish your armband so, wear it each time you appear in court.
Well, it's very important to me. It's what shows that I'm a lawyer. And whenever I wear it, I feel as though it gives me strength. Through Kazuma. Absolutely can't be about it, especially when I'm at a critical point in a trial.
But just the other day, I noticed you wearing it when you went to visit that park.
Sometimes I forget to take it off. He just really likes it. Okay, let's go to Sholmes' suite. Everything looks the same. 15 April.
Morning, Runo. Morning, Susie. Good morning, Iris.
Iris?
What is it, Runo?
What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled.
Ah, yes. You noticed that, did you?
He's trying.
Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems.
No cases? Is that why he's bored? Hello? Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Good morning. He hasn't had a case, isn't it? Good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this blanched existence. That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me. If it's not too much trouble. Insipid.
Oh, meow. Meow, sir.
Oh, look, it's Wagahai. Wagahai? I don't remember him having a cat.
Good morning, boy. Meow.
It's a cute cat. When did we get it? There must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. How did it get there? I mean, it could squeeze through holes, right? Small cats could do that.
Well then, everyone, time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris.
Ugh. It would indeed be a fine day to die. I knew something looked different. Oh, his machine thing's missing. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. Is that why you say it? I think I've looked at everything already, right? Fire's burning comfortingly in the grate again today. It's a very different feeling than Japanese hibachi somehow.
Oh, look at that photographic print of a lady displayed on the mantelpiece. Could it be? Yes, it must be. It's the woman. Oh, how exciting.
Is that supposed to mean something? That's Irene Adler. Oh, we can look at everything again. These are all mementos of Mr. Sholmes' past cases, I think. If he'd been involved in my case, I wonder if the beefsteak from La Carnival would be on display here.
A mystery shoe, a curious hammer, some mysterious dancing men, a bust of Napoleon. Ah, what an entrancing collection.
Looks like an untidy assortment of junk to me, rather like what's on my shelves.
Well, you really ought to learn to keep your things in order, Mr. Naruhodo.
No favoritism here at all. I think she's just saying the same things again, so I'm just gonna continue on. Let's talk to Iris. Wagahai. Oh shit, circle. Natsume's cat seems to have settled into his new home then. Oh, Natsume-san had a cat?
Oh yes, and I've become very attached to little Waggy.
It would appear his previous owners completely forgotten to him. He's completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their mews as empty as the hearts of the muses.
Ah, cute. And Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan. I wonder why he kept him in the first place.
I expect he would have taken him if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience.
And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed.
That's true, Kazuma did die because of a cat.
Well, I don't mind, because Waggy is adorable.
Aw, cute. Yeah, he really is. Oh yeah, what about the door? Oh, I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did that come from?
Oh, you noticed? You're observant, Runo. Look, I use this. It's my latest invention.
What is that? That looks like a punch a hole.
I call it the Cat Flappomat. Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats. That's right, you can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds.
Can you imagine putting that on someone's chest? That's the first thing that came to my mind, sorry. It's like a flat door there already.
And I can do it in any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see.
Wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat flap?
Well, yes, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like. Oh, I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us in the door of our office upstairs, Iris.
She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl.
Hehehe.
Alright. It's not Wagahoy. I wonder why it's called Wagahoy. Something's missing. His microscope or something. Look at Mr. Sholmes' desk. It's completely clear. Isn't that enormous machine usually on it?
We can never hope to understand what goes on in a great detective's mind, Mr. Naruhodo. But next time we're invited, we may find he's vacated the entire suite.
That's scarily possible, actually. Leaving us to pay the rent. Okay, let's converse. Wanting to die. You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, this violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its melissonant tones would make flowers bloom. It would? But now, the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
For hours I've bowed, for days even. Through the night I've endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone. Gone forever. No more recitals of unbridled emotion.
Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley?
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man, the next, they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh, dear. Oh, why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have for the violin from me, what is left, for pity's sake? What is left? Deduction perhaps. Isn't that what you're known for? Missing machine. Why is the machine missing, sir?
Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but your desk looks rather empty today.
Ah, well done, Mr. Sato. Your observation skills do you credit.
Oh, no, Mr. Sholmes. They pale in insignificance when compared to yours.
You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you?
You mean Hurley's great analytiscope? That's at Windy Banks now.
Sorry, it's at a windy bank?
No, Windy Banks, the pawnbrokery.
The pawn?
What?
You mean you've pawned the enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see, quite undeservingly.
But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you.
Dear madam, things are far from desperate.
But the pawnbroker is your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate?
Making use of a pawnbroker is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. It is? It doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works. Oh, well, what's to understand exactly? Isn't pawnbroker? You give them an item, they give you money, and then if you want, you can buy it back at a high price. That's pawnbroking, right? Well, what did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks.
Thanks.
On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to their pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week.
And then on Saturdays, they go to recover their things using the money they've earned. I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London.
And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise. That's interesting.
Oh, how ingenious.
I thought they would sell it to you back at a higher price.
So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at window banks, you see?
A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain?
Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley?
What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Or Sherlock. Herlock, sorry.
Oh, meow. Oh, what was that?
Wagga hi? Clatter, clatter, screech. Oh boy. Is he fighting? Who's he fighting? What was that?
Oh no! My guy's tangled up in your violin!
Oh no.
I think he thinks it's a toy.
No! What's he doing to it?
Oh dear, this is Sholmes' precious violin.
Why should I care? What? Shouldn't be surprised if the cat is a more accomplished musician than me. And I know.
Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley?
Out of the cat's reach if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. I guess we have to wait, examine. Where is the violin? Violin's not there. There it is. The string's gone. So this is the violin, huh? It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. How honorable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there a reason to live in a world devoid of music? To tolerate this blanched existence? No! There's none.
Mr. Sholmes?
What, dear madam? What? My thoughts are preoccupied and fancies are released from this dull routine.
Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think?
Huh? What do you mean, Mrs. Sato?
Oh, Susie's right. Yes, the tone of the wood's completely different.
Someone stole it.
That's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait,
It's not even the right size, is it? What's this? Oh, someone stole his violin, so he's using a crappy violin.
terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all.
It's a viola? Then what?
I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola.
What?
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, are you alright?
You're right. You were quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what, pray, is this piece of string of flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then? A viola is a bit bigger, I think.
Oh, I see what must have happened.
You do, Iris?
This is just a simple mix-up.
Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what's happened if we ask her. I guess we got to ask her. Oh, we gotta move to her, though. Oh, no. Examine. There she is. Mix-up? What did you mean by a mix-up, Iris?
Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Winterbank's until last week. At the pawnbrokers. Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner.
Oh shit, that was Naruto. There is a proverb from the East with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel.
Yes, indeed.
So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth.
Oh, what a wonderful idea.
Last week, I pawned my great analogoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear Mr. Winterbank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. My ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw! A fine state of affairs this is. And why I always say, Mr. Naruto, never trust a pawnbroker. They'll try to fiddle you every time.
But earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbroker as an extremely secure vault.
Come, Mr. Naruto. Dilly-dallying will get you nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect, pressing your coffee so obtusely? Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced?
You must visit Mr. Winterbank's broker at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Sholmes?
Precisely, Mrs. Sato. Without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon in an increasingly vacant aspect, to press your egg ever more obtusely. Alright, say no more. Let's go then.
Don't worry, Uno. I'll be happy to heat it up for you again later.
Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I'm rather curious to see what a British pawnbroker's looks like. But if you heat up bacon, the juices will be gone. Fine, let's go. Oh, we can go to Baker Street. Let's go to Baker Street. Let's see what's going on down here. Ooh, we can examine pawnbroker. Look at all the different things in the window of the shop.
Ah, that's Winterbank's. The pawnbroker.
Oh, it's same street. Looks much smarter than the pawnbrokers in Japan, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable personally.
Reminds me of tearfully parting my favorite fountain pen. I felt so miserable.
Well, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruto.
And I guess let's... Wait, I can still examine something here. Let's have a look. Oh, that's Baker Street. Okay, that's 221B. Alright, let's just go to Winterbank's pawnbrokery. Gotta move my mouse. There we go. 15 April, Winterbank's pawnbrokery. Winterbank's. So this is a British pawnbrokery.
Oh my, there are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before.
Ah, Sasato-san, that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this. Like this?
Oh yeah, I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things.
Such a lot of things? I guess that makes sense, right? I don't understand. It's a real thrill for me. My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. We're calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the spark of fury in his eyes. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, sir. Welcome back. Cut the chatter, bro. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Well, yeah, we are potential customers after all. We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo. It's time to inform Mr. Windybank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. Hey, buddy, can I just, like, look around your place for a bit? I investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. How about here? What are you doing, my dear fellows? We're not here to browse for interesting curios. We've come to teach this broker a lesson.
Oh, but there are just so many fascinating items.
Looks as though we'll have to talk to Mr. Windybank first before we get explored here, Mrs. Sato. Very well, let us converse, Violin. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The color of the wood is different. It has holes in it. It's not even the same size.
A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends. Holy shit. Oh my god. I should have to take my own life. I don't think that will be necessary. Do you? If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Yes? It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, oh, here it is. You did? And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the violin and left, sir. You live on the same street, you could have just walked up to him and like... However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly in my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, stop, my dear fellow. Fall is mine. Whew.
It would appear that the fight is over.
I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windybank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be hurt, Mr. Sholmes, about that questionable disposition now, would you? I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I need to remind you of the peculiar collection of items you brought through my door in the past.
Oh? Peculiar items?
In the extreme, ma'am. For example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Sholmes or some such.
Oh, wow. New full-fledged novel? An unpublished? Story I've yet to read, you mean?
Oh, forgive me.
Wait, before you die, you must tell me more.
That's not the point. Okay, you know what? I think we'll leave this episode here. What an interesting gentleman. I thought it was super funny when he ran off and then like picked up a gun and ran back and like he's a funny dude. I'm not sure if he's gonna play a big part in the Hounds of Baskerville, but maybe it's more of like his side character that'll come into play sooner or later. I don't know. But you know what? We'll find out. We'll find out more as we go along in the next episode. So for now, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!